Two hearts. Oh, baby, I'm beating out a samba.
Hello, you Whovians. Welcome back to TARDIS Talk. I'm Josh. With me, we have Daz. How you doing, my man?
Dude, I am doing fantastic. Just want to say I am very excited for more Doctor Who content.
We're gonna try to keep this PG-13, give or take. So we're gonna try to keep the swearing to the minimum. But if something comes out, make sure you're listening with the headphones on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Anyways, so this episode we're going to be talking about the very first episode of Series 2 of Doctor Who. That would be Episode 1, New Earth. And in this one, the Doctor and Rose go... I think they say they go a few million years into the future on New Earth. More specifically, New York, or even more specifically, New York.
Listen, let me tell you, if you had told me just even like 3 or 4 weeks ago that I was going to be watching Cats the Musical take over the entire medical industry in the future, I would not have believed you.
Yeah. Yes. So, in this episode, the premise is the Doctor and Rose go to a new planet because the Doctor has received a message on his psychic paper saying, "Hey, come here. I want to talk to you." And they go to a medical building. They go to a new fandangled hospital, and it's run by a bunch of cat nun ladies.
Oh yeah, and I want to say sometimes, and I hear the writing gets really, really good, but sometimes it feels like the early on in the series, like where we're at right now, the Doctor is just maybe not as smart as he portrays himself to be, because you would think in all these different new confusing places he would, I don't know, like maybe get like a backpack leash for Rose, but no, just gonna let her go on her own. It's okay. Oh, I didn't see her come out of the elevator 30 seconds after me. She's fine. There's no reason to worry.
Maybe have a little tracker on her. Maybe put a chip
Or
inside her brain. Who knows?
get the AirTag at the very least. They're not that expensive. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Rose just wanders off, goes in the wrong direction, and finds, would you believe it, Cassandra, the last human, the last pure blood, quote unquote, pure blood human. Now, this is where it probably would have benefited us starting from the very beginning, but just my opinion, I like David Tennant better, so we started there. Anyways, Cassandra is a character from the second episode, I want to say, of Christopher Eccleston's run. She meets Rose and the Doctor on a ship where I believe the episode was they are looking at a star going supernova or something like that.
Yeah, and then from what you told me, like Cassandra gets like her whole front like area just totally blown apart by star stuff, right?
Oh yeah. She totally destroys the ship, destroying Cassandra, and just frying her basically. Like we thought she was dead. And, nope, she's back.
No,
apparently.
She's just skin people now.
Yeah, she's just skin people. And funny enough, the skin that she used ain't her front skin.
Nope, she's talking at her booty.
Talking at her booty hole.
Right? Oh my god, man. I want to say like the ridiculousness of Doctor Who is really what gets me to keep coming back. Because there are more than a few times where I was like, "Are you kidding me? Really? We're doing this? This is what's happening?" Like when that like I guess government servant to the president of New York or whatever he was, the really big
Oh.
fella. She came
Yes.
up to the doctor with a just like some sort of, it looked like an IV holder, and was like, "You do this for me right now!" And I was really hoping it'd just be like, "Woman, I am the doctor."
Yes. That was, if I remember correctly, that was the Duke of New York,
There you go.
or something like that. But yes, yeah, Doctor meets a fat dude who is encompassed in a disease that just turns him into stone.
Oh yeah, and he comes in the room and he's like, "Huh, this is weird. You guys shouldn't have a solution for this for 1,000 years." And they're like, "Haha, JK, bro, I can solve it in about 20 minutes. Give me a sec. You ever been to Jiffy Lube? We're gonna solve it quicker than that." And he was like, "No way."
No, fuck yeah, yeah, it's hilarious.
And then while that's going on, you got poor fucking Rose, man. She's just down in the basement getting absolutely bullied, like cyber bullied. She goes
Like, I
down
want to
there.
go home.
Yeah, exactly, Rose. She's like, she goes down there into like ye old dungeon, which also, why she walked further into the dungeon is beyond me. I think sometimes that Rose just kind of deserves to not exist anymore, because like, there's only so many times where you can walk into a weird evil dungeon and like not learn from it without dying, right?
I mean, she is blonde.
Fair. I mean, I would argue she's also having more fun, so God bless, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think she definitely has God bless this mess, like fucking embroidered in a little frame at home, without a doubt.
She's definitely one of those, oh, bless your heart people.
Oh yeah, but like she gets Cassandra does the mind meld with her, the Freaky Friday, if you will, pretty early on there, and the doctor doesn't notice.
Oh
What?
no. So I noticed this. This was actually my second time watching it today. Funny enough, I had literally just finished watching it when we came on, and we watched it again. It was just fine. It's fine.
Because I could not remember for the life of me. I was like, I know something happens at the end, but I don't remember.
But yeah, I noticed on my second time watching that after Cassandra kisses the doctor, and he was like, hell yeah. She's doing all this like technical jargon, helping him find the secret panel, and when she goes into the secret room, he's just like, something's up. She would not know all this technical jargon.
I did notice him giving her like side eye, but I was still like,
oh, yeah.
Bro, you talked to her for like a solid 5 minutes, and she's not using her accent or any of her funny words, and it took you 5 minutes to figure that out? What? This is a woman you've been traveling with for an extended period of time? You're like, no, she's just trying to be a funny little guy. It's fine. Yeah,
it's just a little funny
never
little
talked
guy.
like this at all. But, it's okay. We're going to allow it.
Yeah, he's just a little funny little guy. That whole sequence was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
The start of some fan fiction.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I just, that entire situation made me just, oh my God. There were more than a few times where I was like, are you kidding me? Cats the Musical is evil? What?
Who would have thought?
Right? Oh my God. Not only are they nightmare fuel, but now they're definitely deservedly nightmare fuel. Because, like,
oh, absolutely.
Then after he figures out, like, not everything is how it seems, they, like, turn back over to a scene where, like, the two cat ladies are like, yo, what's up, bro? And it's like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. There's this weird thing happening in this weird green pod, though. The Nickelodeon slime is, like, talking now. And then they're talking to this person that has boils all over their face. And I go, oh, so you're like, I think you said something along the lines of, what's wrong with them, you think? And I go, oh, they probably just have all of the diseases. And then sure enough, they're like,
they've got all the diseases.
Like 3 minutes later, the doctor's like, yeah, what's wrong with them? Everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I could write Doctor Who. I could do it. I could do it. Put me in, coach.
I would
Put me
love
in.
to see you write an episode of Doctor Who.
You imagine? Oh my god.
Like, come on, make it happen, Russell.
Right?
Make it happen, RTD.
Do it. Do it. I'll do it. We'll have like the Doctor Who intergalactic breakdancing competition for the fate of Earth. Okay.
I could honestly see Chichi Gatwa doing a breakdance sequence. Oh my god. So good. Then again, I did hear that the second episode of his new series is going to be a full-on musical with the Beatles. So
Oh, that's dope. Oh my
I'm
god.
down.
I can't wait for us to get to there 2 years from now.
I mean, we got a full-blown symphony in Star Trek. Why not Doctor Who?
That's true. Honestly, I'd go see a Doctor Who like Broadway show. I'd do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason the cat nurses have the miracle cure to anything and everything is because they grew flesh clones to specifically have the everything diseases and get the cure for that. Why is my words not working today? Mouth no do nothing.
I feel that, man. Mouth brokey. But
Mouth brokey. But yes, they have the cure all disease people in tanks. They released Cassandra releases them, and they just ensue chaos.
also,
create
can I just
havoc.
say, it makes very little sense to me that Cassandra, like, I get that she's like the last pureblood human, but what? First off, why does she know so much about this system? Second off, who designed this system where if you just put your hand in it, it explodes the whole system? I'm just saying, this place is definitely not up to code. Definitely
Oh,
not.
absolutely. OSHA needs to come and look at these violations big time.
They did not have an actual professional, like, master electrician come in. They just had, like, Joe Schmo handyman come in, and they're like, yo, we're going to do this under the table. I'm going to pay you about $35, and you're going to just wire all 100,000 of these tanks together. Also, there were so many tanks there, and then at the end of the episode, there's only, like, 20 people! What? And then they're like, it's fixed! We fixed the problem with these 20 people! And I'm like, dude, earlier in the episode, there were, like, thousands of tanks! And I just...
Budget restrictions.
Right? I mean, we could have just, like, I don't know, maybe we could have just did that thing that they did with CGI earlier in the last episode where they had, like, basically the same 20 people and then copy-pasted them throughout the place. I don't know. I feel like it was doable, but,
I mean, they probably blew their budget on that whole reveal sequence.
maybe. You're right. Maybe they did. I do understand that budget exists.
Good old 2006 animation.
It blew my mind. It blew my mind. But yeah, so Cassandra does the thing, where she, like, lets everybody out, and then the doctor's like, what did you do to Cassandra, angry cat lady? And the angry cat lady's like, I didn't do anything. That wasn't me. And then Cassandra's like, haha, it was me all along in Rose's body. And he's like, what? That, like, utter face of confusion was so good. So
Wake up and smell the perfume.
that too, that was such a good scene. I love how he just didn't even, like, register
Blink.
what was going
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Also, I like the little subtle hint that the doctor also is very interested in Cassandra. Because when they go into the elevator to go down to the, like, silly zone, you know, where all, like, the bad people are, that are all, like, infected or whatever, we see him give Cassandra the once-over, and he's like, wow, she's looking pretty cute.
I wonder if this is gonna go anywhere.
Right?
No, yeah. So yeah, the doctor goes. The doctor takes every single cure that they have for all the diseases, puts it into, like, the decontamination like pod or whatever on the elevator, and just douses himself with all the cures and hugs the infected people, and that just cures them. It's like,
That made me
are you
lose
kidding
my
me?
mind. I was like, we really just went to the soda machine, picked every single soda, made this weird concoction, And for some reason, he trusts Cassandra to hold that lever, right? Which also just blew my mind because they had this like fucking like 10 minutes escape scene where Cassandra goes from outright wanting to just like not go around with the doctor, and then they play Freaky Friday catch with her like weird pink soul energy or whatever that is. Where like she jumps into the doctor's body and the doctor gets a little fruity, you know, he's kind of like getting zesty, and I love it. And I actually really liked seeing David Tennant portray like a woman in a man's body, and I thought that was amazing because it didn't feel overdone.
That was a hilarious scene.
Oh yeah, because he like killed it. Can I just say I'm loving the David Tennant doctor moments because like he is just that guy. I never feel like it's disingenuous or like he's trying to make fun of anybody. He's just like really putting his all into the role, and I love that. But yeah, they just bickered for like 10 minutes as they ran away from the same 6 actors, and then they leave Chip behind, which, you know,
sadness. Yeah,
sadness. I love Chip,
but he comes back. It's fine. He comes back.
He does. But yeah, so then they get in the weird waterfall of soda, and then they just like when they touch each other, vape comes off for some reason because that's how medicine works now, I guess.
They're vape cleaning.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like, what? So you know they're doing huggies. Everybody's like, you know, holding hands and singing "Kumbaya," and that just made me giggle so much, so very much.
The early episodes of Doctor Who, all episodes of Doctor Who, but the early episodes are just so bizarre and weird. I love them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you kidding me with this? This is how you save them? Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I was when I saw him putting it in the elevator, I was like, oh, surely like maybe that like goes to some sort of ventilation system. Yeah, like a normal person would think, right?
Yeah.
And also, why does Cassandra trust him enough to hop on top of him and drop like 50 stories lower?
Because there's an infected coming for them.
I don't know, man. That was so wacky to me. I don't know. And then you know, so they do their kumbaya and it saves them or whatever, and that's cool, right? I love that. I love that. And then they're kind of like wrapping up, and he goes and sees the Duke of New York, and the Duke's like, "Hey, you're a pretty funny guy." And he's like, "I am a pretty funny guy." But then the New York police, exactly, yeah. And like, and then the New York police start arresting everybody, and for some reason, the weird Cats musical lady that was kind of like not an antagonist, but definitely not an ally to the rest of the crew, just gives him the stink eye, and we had a close up for that for some reason. Go figure.
Yeah, she got arrested because she was in on it.
Right. Well, I just think it's very strange to me that we got to see her give the stink eye for no reason. I don't know. That made me go, weird. Like funny weird. But I'm hoping she comes back. And then he talks to the cool like the dude kind of looks like a sea monkey, but just the face. You know what I'm talking about? You guys ever have those as a kid?
I'm gonna let you describe this because this
Yeah.
description is hilarious. Okay,
Yeah.
Describe what he looks like. And by the way, we're talking about the face of Bo. By the way,
Yeah, that guy.
The face of Bo. So describe to me what you think he looks like.
So when I first saw him, I was like, "Yo, what's up with the giant head in a jar?" And you're like, "No, he's cool." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, he's cool. All right, cool. I like this guy. He seems pretty all right. He sleeps all day. Very relatable. And you know,
might be millions of years old.
You know what? Relatable as heck. I will say. But like he looks like, you guys ever get sea monkeys as a kid? You saw the package and it looks so happy. He looks like if you just took the head and like put it in Photoshop and then widened it and then put it in a jar. Like, and then he tells the doctor, he's like, "Yeah, bro, I decided dying is cringe and all, so I'm not gonna die yet, but like I am gonna die the next time you see me. Peace out." And then he just gets like sent to the battle bus via teleportation for some reason. Go figure. Not sure why that is, but I loved it. I think so far he's my favorite character. I love him so much.
Yeah. So the face of Bo is a character that we will see one more time, as he said. We will see him one more time. We've seen him in the episode I mentioned before, where we first meet Cassandra. The face of Bo only appears 3 times. We do learn his origin.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Not gonna say when, but we do learn his origin, and that's all I'm saying. Everyone knows. Everyone, all the people who are caught up to Doctor Who absolutely know what I'm talking about. It's hilarious.
I like the face of Bo. I like him a lot.
Yeah,
He's
face
really
of Bo's cool. May or may not be millions of years old. Who knows?
The face of Bo, I feel like, is like that one neighbor that you have in your first apartment, and he's like twice your age, but like sometimes he just comes over with like some goodies for you and talks with you for like 10 or 15 minutes and like gives you some sage life advice you never expected you would need. And then it comes in handy like 2 days later, and you're like, is he psychic? How did he know? You know?
may or may not be the Doctor Who Uncle Iroh.
Right? Exactly. Like, I'm gonna cry next time we see Face of Bo when he dies. I will.
Yeah. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be real sad.
I'm gonna cry real hard, and I want you to be prepared for that because it's gonna happen. You're gonna see a grown man cry. I gotta say, the moment that made my head spin 360, right? Like you just had the R2D2 moment where I scree. It was so ridiculous to me. Is Cassandra, what a guy! And then like literally 7 seconds later, I'm cool with dying now that I've taken Chip's body. What?
No, yeah.
Who? What? I don't even know, man. I don't know.
That whole character just shift was completely out of nowhere, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, you go from, no, I don't want to die, I'm gonna have a body, to like, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready to die.
Right?
You know,
like,
honestly, same though.
I don't even have the words to describe how like confused I was. I was like, the writing this episode has not been consistently great, but I still loved the episode. I think the Christmas invasion, the writing was so much better. At least like the characterization was a lot better. We still had a Christmas tree try to kill us, and that still was like, bro. But I do like the fact that they're really establishing early on, like you said, that like everything's a threat, even the cats. Which
the cat.
Honestly, like I could kind of see that coming. I feel like most people's cats want to do them a murder a little bit.
I do want to say, Zoe Wanamaker, I'm not sure if that's how you actually pronounce her name, but that's all I'm saying. Zoe Wanamaker does an amazing job voicing and just portraying Cassandra. Like, I think she's a really good actress for what they gave her. Like, she hammed it up quite a bit.
Yeah, I feel like thinking about the lines and dissociating that from the performance, those lines aren't really all that great. I don't know how else to say it. They're not a whole lot to work with, and I think that actress really knocked it out of the park with giving me that like vaudeville era, like, I guess, like, I don't know, like celebrity-esque woman where she's like really obsessed with vanity and being like a proper woman, but not in like the I am proper by standards, but more like I am proper by what I feel a woman should represent, and like really like approaching her femininity in a certain way. And I gotta say, it made the performance super believable for me.
You remember the Harry Potter movies, correct?
Yeah.
She is Madam Hooch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're breaking my world right now. I just want to let you know that.
Literally every single actor, almost every single actor who's come on to Doctor Who has been on any British project that's ever come out, including Harry Potter. Like, David Tennant is in Harry Potter for 1 or 2 scenes.
Also, thinking about how old she is in Harry Potter, she looks fantastic for her age. I hope I look half that good when I'm her age.
Dude, she looks amazing.
Right? Like,
and she was born in 49 too.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, dude, I don't know what she's doing, but like I need that like skincare routine. I don't know, like something's got to happen.
When we were watching the episode, you mentioned that that Billie Piper is or was married to Chris Evans.
Yeah.
She was in fact married to Chris Evans.
Yeah, I learned that after the last episode, and because I went on, I was like, where do I know this woman from? And I realized, oh my god, I know them from Captain America's wife. And I was like, no way! Captain America's wife was a Doctor Who girl? That's crazy!
I'm gonna cut you off there for a minute, bud, because that's not the Chris Evans she was married to.
Wait, no?
No. Similar name, very different guy. So this is Christopher James Evans. He was a English television presenter and radio DJ for BBC, the BBC radio.
Oh.
They married in Las Vegas 2001, and somewhere around 6 months after dating, give or take. I'm looking on Wikipedia at the moment, by the way. She was 18 at the time and he was 35, causing obviously a big stir just because of the huge age gap. But honestly, if she was an adult, if she's classified as an adult, it's her choice, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
That being said, it's still a little odd and a little creepy, but
Weird and cringe.
Yeah, a little, but it's
Oh my
whatever.
god, yeah, that guy's like a fucking relic. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, it's different Chris, but similar name. So I can honestly understand the confusion. Before 9/11, I might add.
Yeah. I'm just saying, listen, that guy looks like he's from the land before time, and she certainly does not. That's a little weird. That's a little weird.
So yeah, overall in the episode, what'd you think?
Oh my god, I gotta say, even though I hate Cats the musical,
Everyone does.
I really liked this episode. I think there were moments where I had to suspend disbelief, which in any good Doctor Who episode, you're gonna suspend disbelief because you just kind of gotta let it ride. You gotta let it ride. And I liked that they had limited resources and did what they could. There were some continuity errors, like I pointed out when we were watching. There's like the scene where Cassandra goes back in time to go tell herself she's beautiful, which I guess is like a representation of her finally coming to love herself, which is cool. That's really good writing. Why that happened in the 30-second stint of her realizing that she loves herself is a little weird, but that's okay. Good writing nonetheless. I liked that we had character resolution before she passed.
Yeah.
But if you look at Rose in the scene when they first walk into the room, her hair is down like it normally is, right? And then like 45 seconds later, it's just up in a messy bun. And I was like, what? And it's like, it's really obvious because it's like, they do a close up on her face. Like,
they didn't have a continuity guy there.
They did not. They didn't have a guy like me who is a detail man. I am the detail man.
Definitely. You definitely need one of those, especially for like big budget blockbuster movies.
Oh yeah. Like a Game of Thrones having the Starbucks cup, but at any rate, not a Game of Thrones podcast.
Yes.
Doctor Who podcast, but I really enjoyed it. I really did. I'm really excited for our next recording session where we get to record some more episodes and I get to experience more of the Doctor Who lore. And I also
meet a werewolf.
Ooh, that's right, and Queen Elizabeth. And I am going to stubbornly continue to refer to the Doctor as Doctor Who because I think it's really funny. And I can't wait to see how many people are like, please, for the love of God, please stop calling him the Doctor Who. He's just the Doctor. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be a fun bit. Yes.
Oh
okay.
My goodness, I love the Doctor Who. He's so cool.
He's such a funny little man.
He's just a funny little man.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's. Oh god, dude. I can hear everyone in the comments like, just call him the Doctor. Just call him the Doctor. Just call him the Doctor. Anyways, so yeah, that's our episode. Yeah. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. Not as detailed as last episode, just because I mean not too much happened, but hey, it's a fun little side quest. And that's mostly what the early episodes of Doctor Who were, just little one shot episodic adventures.
Like
You
an
get more.
anthology series almost, where it's like you don't
Yeah.
have an overarching story. It's just like this is the monster of the week.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like some episodes you don't have to watch in particular order, some you do.
Yeah.
And just like, yeah. Like in later seasons we do get like an overarching story and villain, which is cool. Anyway, so yeah, that is going to be it for this episode of TARDIS Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, we are on Spotify if you are watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Spotify, we're on YouTube as well. Check out our other stuff and just let us know what you guys thought. Leave a comment down below. Give us a good old rating on Spotify, and I think I got like Q&As on Spotify on as well. So just
Ooh.
give us let us know what you guys think. Like, give us your feedback.
Yeah, send us your
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
'Cause I really like seeing when people go, "Hey, Daz, why didn't you point out this thing?" Or "You missed this thing." Or "Daz, why did you think Chris Evans was Captain America when he was really Father Time?" And then I go, "Ooh, that's a very
It's
good
like, hey, Daz, can you please stop calling him Doctor Who?
point."
There's got to be tons
That's
of
the one I'll
questions like that.
respond to with no.
No. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for us. Again, I am Josh, and he is Daz. Hopefully, you guys have a good rest of your week, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.